Hello and welcome. Let's cook one yummy chicken Malabar style biryani. I am taking 1.5 kgs of chicken. So marinate with chili powder, turmeric powder and salt. Make little bigger pieces of chicken. Marinate and keep it for 1 hour. Squeeze half lime juice. Now 5 medium size onions. Keep the outer layer separate and inside like as I'm doing in the video. This outer layer we will fry it later point and we will use for garnishing. We need ginger, garlic and chili. These all up to your taste and your spiciness, but make sure you're making little more masalas. And chop green chilies at the end. Keep it. Now we are making rice. I am taking exactly 1.5 kgs of rice. So it's like 4 glasses of rice. So I'm taking 8 glasses of water. Add all the spices, star anise, cardamom, cloves, cinnamon and bay leaf. Add salt and some ghee also. So meanwhile, we are frying the chicken pieces. In the same oil, we will saute the onion for chicken masala. So you don't have to pour this. Add sliced onion. I have used another pan so that I can do it faster and I wanted a bigger pan. So add a little bit of salt and keep sauteing it. Once the onion is mushy, we will add ginger, garlic and chili. Saute it for 1 to 2 minutes so that the raw smell goes away. Once the onion is mushy, we will add 3 to 4 medium-sized tomatoes sliced. So that tomato taste is good. By the time onion and tomatoes would be cooked very nicely, you can add dry powders like chili, coriander powder, little bit of garam masala powder. Saute for 1 to 2 minutes so that the raw smell go away. Meanwhile, chop some pudina and coriander leaves and keep it ready. So we would be adding this at the end for chicken masala as well as while doing steaming. All the dry masalas I am adding, you can add 1 teaspoon pepper powder. The pepper powder actually gives a very taste for this masala. So keep sauteing it. After that you can add, if you feel, you can add little bit of lime juice, actually half lime juice you can add, and add cooked like fried chicken pieces. Mix thoroughly and add chopped coriander and mint leaves and close the lid and keep it some 2 to 3 minutes in low flame. Then we can switch off the flame. Before closing the lid, we can add little bit of hot water. Here I am adding half glass of hot water. Just want to make the masala little juicy. If at all you feel this is very dry, you can add. Close the lid and keep it. Now take a small pan and add 3 tablespoons of ghee. So you remember we have kept some onions also before, and there are some cashews and raisins which I am frying it in the ghee. So after frying cashew and raisins, keep it aside. Pour some more oil. Then fry the onions till golden brown. In the same pan you can do actually. You can either fry it in ghee, or if you want you can use sunflower or rice bran oil. Just before frying onion, just add 1 pinch of salt in the oil. Fry the onion till golden brown, and we have to keep it aside in a bowl. Keep a hot pan like a tawa you can use. On top keep the biryani pot and spread the chicken pieces and masala in the biryani pot first. On top spread the rice. Now this is turmeric actually, 2 teaspoon turmeric I have mixed with water. This is just to give the color for the rice. After this spread fried onion, cashews, raisins, 1 pinch of garam masala powder, 2 teaspoon ghee and 1 or 3 teaspoon mint and coriander leaves chopped. So these all gives a flavor. Close the lid airtight and we have to do dum process where the actual biryani flavor comes in. Now we'll close the lid and keep it for 5 to 10 minutes in low flame. If you have a airtight wrapper like aluminum foil or something, you can use that also. The yummiest biryani is ready. If you really like more spiciness, you can add more pepper powder or green chili itself. But this is in a medium flavor, this tastes good. I have combined this with dates pickle and mint and coconut chutney. This would be really tasty and everyone would really enjoy. I hope you like this recipe. Do try at home and thanks for watching.